I am sure that there are questions that should be taken from the ground, but I understand we have the next session, then they will ask women. Ask the women. Thank you very much.
Wapi makofi ya Beatrice? All right, I'll ask those who are on this panel, please, if you can be just a little bit more patient with us, so that you take a few questions before we conclude. Sorry? No. We do the questions after? No, yes, that's what I'm saying, after the second panel. All right, so coming up is a panel that will be moderated by Winnie Maru, and what they're discussing is navigating the terrain, taking stock of women's political participation. And Winnie is a member of the National Women Steering Committee, a body, all right, there we go. Now we can leave these microphones for the panelists. In fact, once I've introduced Winnie, I think we'll remove this podium. Okay, so Winnie Maru is a member of the National Women Steering Committee, a body that brings together individuals and organizations in the women's movement. She ran for MP Tarbo in 2013 in the former URP party and is actively involved in politics in Uasin Gishu County, where she sits on the board of Eldoret Municipality. She is also a businesswoman and runs a tour company, Tembea Africa Tours and Travel, and is a member of the Kenya Association of Women in Tourism. Makofi ya Winnie. You know, she's one of those who's demonstrated that despite the trauma, she's in it to win it. Winnie, I'll ask you to come up and introduce your panelists. In the meantime, there's some two young men I had asked to help me move this. This. Oh, turn it on. We'll use the handhelds now.
Hello. Hi, good afternoon. It's been a long day, isn't it? But don't worry, we are going to do this very, very fast. Yeah, the ones who know me, I'm chap. So first on board, I'll call, and thank you, Olive Barrows. I'll call Professor Grace Cheserek, the Deputy Governor of Elgeyo Marakwet County. Please clap for her, though I can't see her. I know she wants to leave, yes, so she has even asked to be the first. She was formerly a lecturer at University of Eldoret, Moi University, for 18 years, teaching environmental human ecology. She's chairman of the board of National Employment Authority for 1.5 years, a mother and women's empowerment advocate. Next, I'll ask a young person, because you can see these people are elderly, isn't it? We need to see.
Maturing.
Okay, yeah, they're maturing. They're experienced. Is that better? Okay. So we'll call a young person, Wanjiko Thiga, who stood for MCA in Kiambu County, to come on stage. Mpigie makofi. No, manyanga, wanangara. Good. So for me, I'll start with the questions. And I'll start with the Deputy Grace. Sorry, and Sophia sitting in this panel. So
I was just forced in.
Oh, that other one.
This is the panel where she belongs.
Oh, okay. So probably you can just give us your experience insofar as running for office is concerned.
Me? Myself.
Okay. She can start.
I can start or sit?
Yeah, you can sit.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What is the difference between a woman leader and women leader? And can we say it in Kiswahili? A woman leader and a women leader. So I want to say good afternoon, woman leader. Good afternoon, woman leader.
Good afternoon.
You are a national leader, only that you are a woman. When you are a women leader who try to fight for seats, if there are any MCS nominated here, people working at the county governments, I appreciate you. Are you here? Anyone working with the county government?
Yes.
Wow. Give them a clap. Now, because of time, for me, I've been doing women empowerment because I was given the position of a deputy governor. I tried to vie 3 times, but because of no resources, as an MP, I couldn't finish. So when the last one, this 2022, I said, I'm going, nitaenda mpaka Kamba. Nipate, nisipate. When I became determined, they appointed me to be a board chair. That's why I was in the board chair for a very short time. Just to get rid of me because I was messing up the men's vote. It was 1 woman versus 15, and I could speak about and say there's 1 woman here and there are 15 men, and nitawaangusha wote. So as as a woman leader, I want to say that 1, you must be focused. And I was just saying thank you to Daisy and the entire board of ground and all these partners who are here because you have started early. I am sure some of us want to stand again, even though Mheshimiwa here who tried anaenda kusimama. But have you prepared? Are you going to the ground? Are you speaking the language? Are you picking the negatives of the person you want to compete with? And are you prepared with the resources and even the political party that you are going to vie for? So early is better. Wanasema mapema ni best. Get ready now. And Daisy, we need a lot of empowerment. Those of us who are even in the office, we don't know what we are supposed to do. But today we have been told you are given an affirmative seat. So as a DG, I was given an affirmative seat. But when the governor appointed me as his running mate, he said, nimewapatia kiketi yenu. Anything women, look for the deputy governor. But there are no resources for women at the county government. If you work with the county government, there's no budget for gender, there's no budget for children, there's no budget for cultural things. Little money is put into sports, and that is it. And sports does with the youth. We have no budget for marginal youth by the governor. So personally, what I did is I tried to create partnership, and we out there with the partners. Some of them are here. All they lack is ideas. What do you want to do? And personally, I also came here to learn. If I tell you how I got here, I was looking for my friend from UN Women. And she told me, today I'm very busy. I'm attending this convention. I'm like, which one is this? I'm not even aware. And I'm supposed to be doing women empowerment. And partner, learn the politics. Align yourself with a politician. Work with somebody who's been in politics so that you know how to handle the game. It is a male-dominated field, but I'm saying we can do it. And I keep asking myself, how come majority of the voters are women, and yet we hardly get women elected to the positions? So it is how we take ourselves and how we prepare for these positions. The other is economic empowerment. Women require empowerment, even legal knowledge, just to know what is their right. When I heard you are doing women's rights, I said, let me come and listen. Most of the women are there. They can even stand for MP. To stand. No one will come and say, Mary tusimamie leo tukuchague. You have to present yourself, then the people will see you there. So legal information is critical. And then the girls, we are yet also to do a lot of empowerment. I am surprised 60 years into independence. When I became DG at the grassroots there in Elgeyo Marakwet, the girls are even facing worse barriers than when I was growing up. Teenage pregnancies, forced marriages. Like for us in Elgeyo Marakwet, if I talk of Elgeyo Marakwet and West Pokot, you will just say these are the conflicting counties. And yet there is so much that is happening. Our county, for example, is a very introduced by Rethram. We are introducing fruit trees like avocado and mango. We produce the best fruit along the Kerio Valley. We also have the best honey from Kerio Valley. So despite all these positives in agricultural empowerment, conflicts is raised as a major activity there. And because of all the development in agriculture, conflicts alone, the banditry is bringing all those successes down, because then families are displaced. We have a big number of young widows, and we don't know how to handle that. So I'm really calling upon this kind of collaboration, that next time, let us go to the ground. Mukuje pale mashinani. Me, I'm ready to host all of you, to pick a story pale, tuongee na wamama wa mashinani, waone pia inawezekana. Asanteni sana. I'm sorry, I will have to leave in the next 5 minutes, because I have a flight to catch, going back. And thank you so much, Madam Daisy. Please put me on your list of mentees, because I know they said you know how to resource mobilize. Na kama unataka kusimama kiketi ya siasa, usijifiche hapa. Make sure you introduce yourself properly. Ndio kama hauna pesa au vile ya kujibrand, unasaidiwa na wadada ambao wako hapa. Asanteni sana na Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki.
Asante sana, Madam DG, and we wish you safe journeys as you go back. Next will be Honorable Sophia Abdinur. And actually, before that, I just want to acknowledge the over 60 candidates that are watching us online in Zoom. We acknowledge you, and we recognize you, and thank you for staying on with us this long. Thank you. So, Honorable Sophia Nur, serving in public office, we know comes with a lot of responsibility of managing diverse expectations, especially from the community. So, tell us, how did you effectively navigate these expectations while staying true to your vision of representation, of a representative?
And first, before I reach even expectation, I just wanted to share a little, so that you get some information of the problems. I know everybody has gone through problems, going through elective positions, and when I completed my college, I went back home, and I was posted to a boys' school. When I went to the school, the boys refused for me to teach them completely. They said that a woman is not going to teach us. Of course, I prepared my lesson plan, I prepared my scheme of work, I prepared everything. And I told them, I'm not wasting even a minute. I'll be in the class. If you refuse, it's up to you. Me, I'm at the end of the. So that is what forced